Hello students, today's agenda is to check homework. We'll be looking at complicated expressions and you will be able to work on 1.8. Today, students will be able to interpret complicated expressions by viewing these expressions by their parts. Also, they will be able to create scenarios from complicated expressions. So we're going to be getting expressions like this. This is just an example. And you're going to be creating scenarios. What I'm doing right now is actually giving you one expression and you will see a lot of examples that we came up with in class, but you can just write one for each number, okay? Number one was 4x plus 2y plus z plus 1. And one of the scenarios that came up was I bought 4 bags with pencils. So the 4 represents the 4 bags and the X represents the pencils. 2 boxes with pencils and 1 pencil holder with pencils. So in here, there is no coefficient, but we know that it says 1 pencil holder. So it would be like a 1 in there, times the number of pencils inside of the pencil holder. And then it says, and my teacher gave me 1 more pencil. That's just one constant number. Why? Because it doesn't, we know that it's 1 more pencil, okay? It's not like a container. It's not a bag, it's not a box, it's not a pencil holder. That's why there is no variable, because we know that it's 1 pencil. Okay, another example is 4 apples, 2 pears, and 1 pineapple. I also paid $1 for a bag. So basically, this is going to be the cost for the 4 apples. For each apple, I pay a certain amount. Okay, I get 2 pears, but I don't know the cost of each pear. So the Y represents the cost of each pear. 1 pineapple, so the Z represents the price of 1 pineapple. And then I also paid $1 for the bag. This is the $1 that I paid for the bag, okay? For these ones in total, I don't know how much I paid. I only know how many I got of each fruit. So that's another example. Okay, for that same equation, let me write it here. 4x plus 2y plus z plus 1. 4 groups with the same number of students came to the cafeteria. So this represents the 4 groups, and this represents the number of students in each group. We don't know how many there are, and we would multiply to know. Later, two groups with the same number of students showed up, and this refer to the 2 groups, okay? They have the same number, but it will be different from this one. After that, some more students join in. So it's basically one group of more students coming in, but we don't say one group in there. And finally, a Santa Clara University tutor came in. Since we know that it's only one person, we put a 1 in there. Okay, so that's another example for the same expression. Okay, here's another example that we saw in class. I bought 4 boxes of peaches. This represents the number of boxes. This represents number of peaches per box. Whoops, per box. I was going to put the word each. So this is the number of peaches there is in each box. 2 bags of peaches, so this is the number of bags, and this is number of peaches per bag, in each bag, okay? And somebody gave me some more peaches. So we don't know, I mean, we know that it's a group, only one group. So this is just some more peaches, okay? some more peaches. We don't know how many, that's why it's a variable. And my sister gave me 1 peach. Do we know how many the sister gave me? Yes. So peach my sister gave me. So that's another example. Again, the unit is peaches because that's what we will be looking at here. One last example for this one, and this is something that we do very often. I bought 4 shirts, 2 pairs of pants, a bag of socks, and I donate $1. So 4 shirts, the 4 represents the number of shirts. The X represents the price of each shirt. 2 pairs of pants. The 2 represents the number of pants, the pairs. And the Y represents how much each pair of pants cost. A bag of socks. It's only 1 bag, but we don't put 1 as a coefficient. And the Z represents the price of the bag of socks. And finally, I donate $1, so I add that to the amount that I'm gonna pay. So this represents the cost, so the unit will be money, okay? Okay, the second one, 4 times 2x minus 3 inside of a parenthesis. And these are examples, sorry that they are scratched, but this is what we came up in class. Says, I buy 2 boxes of apples, 2 boxes of apples. I give away 3 apples. I do this for 4 days. So this action, I repeat it 4 consecutive days. Okay, that's why we're multiplying this by 4. So again, this is the 2 boxes of apples. So the 2 boxes of apples, this is the number of apples in each box, the number of apples I give away, and this is the number of days that I repeat the same action, okay? As long as you have 1 example for each one is fine. Another for the same. Each month I read 2 books, so these are my 2 books, with the same number of pages. So they have the same number of pages. Each book has the same number, but we don't know how many. But I never read the prologue, which is 3 pages. So I'm gonna subtract 3 pages because I never read the beginning. That's like an introduction of what the book is about or something like that. Or sometimes just an intro of what will be in the book. I do this for 4 months. So each month for 4 months, okay? Each month for 4 months I repeat it. And so that will be the expression. What is the unit? Well, the smaller part that we talk about in here is pages, so the unit will be number of pages. Okay, I have more examples of this one. I buy 2 bouquets, this is the number of bouquets, of roses. We don't know how many roses there are in each bouquet. And I give 3 to Teacher Maria each month. So they give it to me. I do this 4 months in a row. So I repeat this action of buying 2 bouquets with roses, and they give 3 to me. And they repeat that every month for 4 months. Okay? So the unit will be the roses that the person has. After they give me 3 each month, how many roses do they have? Okay, this is something that we'll use in algebra sometimes, where it's just representing the expression with description of it. So 4 times, so this times means multiplication. So 4 times the difference means the subtraction of twice a number, and 3. Okay, so 4 times the difference of twice a number and 3. So that's how you will represent this expression. This is another scenario. I buy 2 boxes of strawberries and I eat 3. I do this every day for 4 days. So those are the 4 days. Okay. Okay, let's look at a different example, number 3. It's a little bit more complicated. And so that's what it is. 2xy plus 2z minus 3 multiplied by a sum of x, y plus 1. This was not here, but I say when there is nothing, it's just like a 1 of a coefficient, okay? Look at what we came up in class with. I have 2 boxes. These are the boxes. Let me just read a bit and then we'll come back to labeling. I have 2 boxes with bags of crayons. We don't know how many bags. We don't know how many crayons in each bag, but this we do know. That's why this together doesn't have a variable. It's just the 2. Bags, we don't know, so that's x. Crayons, we don't know, so that's y. I also have 2 pencil holders with crayons. I give away to 3 friends. What do I give away? A box with bags. So 1 box with bags of crayons and 1 loose crayon, and 1 crayon, okay? So this represents the 1 box with bags of crayons. So that's why your x and y, which is like this. So again, this is the number of boxes. This is the number of bags in each box, these bags, and this is the number of crayons. Per bag. Then it says I have 2 pencil holders, so it's number of pencil holders and the number of crayons inside of each pencil holder. Okay, so number of crayons per pencil holder. This minus means the giveaway. And then these are the 3 friends. Sorry, that's the arrow, okay? And basically, if you have 2 boxes with bags of crayons, you have 2 of those, you're giving away 1 of those to each one of them. Okay, so this is the bags, right? You have 1, you're giving away 1 box, 1 box. Number of bags that you're giving away inside of the box, and this is the number of crayons per bag, and the loose or the 1 crayon. Okay, 1 crayon. So I know it's a little complex. It has a lot more information, and so when it comes to labeling, that's like a lot. But that's what it is. I have 2 boxes with bags of crayons. I also have 2 pencil holders with crayons. I give away to 3 friends. So each one gets whatever is inside here, right? A box, 1 box. We don't put the 1 in there. If you need to put it, that's fine. 1 box with bags. The X represents the bags of crayons, and 1 crayon. Okay, so that will be the whole expression right there. Okay, 1 more. So it says, and in here we decided to use different colors. So I have 2 boxes with bags of marbles. So very similar. boxes and bags, but now with marbles. I get 2 handfuls of marbles, so plus 2 handfuls of marbles. I lost 3 times, so exactly 3 times I lost the same amount of 1 box with bags of marbles and 1 loose marble. So that's what I lost 3 consecutive times, or 3, okay? And loose means suelta, okay? It doesn't mean negative, so it means it's just not in the containers. So it says 5 multiplied by 2x plus 1 minus 3 multiplied by 3x plus 2. And so this is what we came up with. I buy 2 boxes of naked juice plus 1 bottle of naked juice. Okay, so the 2 represents the boxes. We know how many there are. The X represents the containers inside of each box. We don't know how many there are. And 1 loose plus 1 bottle of naked juice. This is just a brand, okay? Es un tipo de jugo, es el nombre del jugo. I do this 5 days in a row, so that's why I multiply by 5, because I repeat the same action 5 days in a row. I give away on 3 different days, so minus the 3 represents the number of days. And what do I give away? 3 boxes of naked juice and 2 bottles of naked juice. Okay, so I give away this, but I do it 3 times. And so basically that's how you will represent these complex expressions, and I hope it's not too much. So now you can do 1.8 and have fun.